Hi, I'm Barry Farber, and this is Diamonds in the Rough, a show where you'll meet ordinary people who've achieved extraordinary success, people who have inspiring stories, and people who have an overwhelming passion for life. My guest tonight made people laugh when he was handpicked by Rosie O'Donnell to succeed her as host of VH1's Stand-Up Spotlight. He's open for entertainers like Julio Iglesias, Frank Sinatra, and Cher, and has film credits that include Indecent Proposal, Hero in Car 54, Where Are You? Comedian Bobby Collins is here to tell us how comedy helped him get through life. Stay with us. We'll be right back with a very funny man.
Let's all dance white.
Welcome back. This is Barry Farber with Bobby Collins. My friend, the legend. You're back.
The legend. This is nice. Congratulations on your new show.
Thanks. Thanks for coming on. It really is.
It's a pleasure to be here. And look at him. You look so good.
Look at you with that red jacket action. Nobody will miss your... Listen, you've been on the road a lot, more than anybody, I think. You sell out everywhere, you know, and one of the things, the reason I like to have you on the show is a lot of times you give not only just some entertainment and make people laugh. A lot of times the show is about just adversity and what people come through, but, you know, laughter relieves a lot of stress. What's been relieving stress for you on the road, or is it?
On the road?
Or maybe at home even. Maybe you're spending some time with Jill and the kids.
You always ask good questions. Something that relieves stress for me is performing. It's the traveling that I get paid for. The performance is a passion, so I love that. I just love performing because it just lets my troubles go, because all the troubles that people have in an audience, it's your job to just like, hey, I can identify it, right. Let's talk about it, let's laugh about it, and let's move on. Right. So that relieves me. It makes me, it's really nice. The tension I get is from my family and my kids. Oh, they're killing me. I used to be 6'2", now I'm down to like, I'm going to be a Shetland pony the next time you see me. The kids are killing me.
Well, what's going on? What do you do with the kids? What is it, tension? What do you...
Well, you know, my daughter, the first time I spanked her was the other night. This was a big thing in our house because I felt terrible. She was just in the 3 o'clock in the morning. Nanny, Nanny. I go, you're going to wake your sister up. Keep your mouth. Nanny, shut up. Real loud, shut up. And she just kept it up, so I just gave her a few shots. I felt terrible. She cried. You're the meanest person in the world. She stomped off. I'm lying in bed, feeling terrible. I had to have a quick prayer with God. I said, God, I really feel bad about this. I don't want to ever hit anyone. I don't want to raise my voice. That's not my job in life. And wouldn't you know it, after I finished asking God for some help, there was a little tug on me, and my daughter's standing there with these big almond-shaped eyes, and she said, I'm sorry, Daddy. I would thank you, God.
Yeah. You know what, I know for you, the family is important. Your kids make everything, you know, today, you know, you're on the road a lot and you spend time with them, and you talked about getting in line with family and career and how you organize that. Tell me about that. It's
the glue that keeps me together. Otherwise, forget it. I'd be a male Monica Lewinsky. I would forget about him. What was Clinton's big thing that they're all upset about now?
What's that?
He came out and they asked him, and his question was, your relationship with Jennifer Flowers, how similar was that to Monica Lewinsky's? And he said, close but no cigar. Oh my God.
Come on, listen. Tell me about what adversities you've had. You know, you've had adversity. You know, talk about, because comedians get up on stage, the biggest fear in the world is getting up in front of a crowd. And you're doing it trying to make them laugh. Now,
see, that's where I feel most comfortable. I rather stand in front of the crowd. I'll tell you, a little bit more nervous when you're on like TV shows talking one-on-one, because people want to know, you know, people want to know what you're really like, rather than the stage is our job. That's what we do. And then when we're off stage, you're like, oh, now you're prying into my personal life. And a comic gets a little walled up. Yes, I have a special needs child. I have a child 4 years old that was born with a ring chromosome of an unknown origin, meaning she doesn't walk or talk. That's how it manifests. But I was brought up in New York, and it's funny because I was at a meeting recently with a lot of special needs parents, and a lot of them, I just couldn't believe the anger and the denial they have. And my wife asked me to go to these things, and I said, oh, I don't want to do that. And then when I went and I saw the anger and denial, and people are like, the tragedy of having a child like this, and I mean, I had to say something. I got up and I said, hey, let me tell you people something, especially this one lady that is just, her son has a lot of seizures, and I said, hey, God gave you a gift. He doesn't give you anything that you can't handle. And I was brought up, God first, family second, career third. If you put your family or your career ahead of God, you always have to get back on where you got off.
Right.
See, now I'm being serious, but...
No, you're absolutely right.
But standing up in front of these people, I mean, I let her know God gave me a gift, and it's my gift. And he gave it to what better person to give a special needs child to than as a comedian that travels around the world. So the fact that this lady got me so upset, I mean, things came out of my mouth. You know, sometimes when things come out of your mouth, you go, where the hell did that come from? That's pretty good. But no, my little daughter, God gives you an angel with a clipped wing. That's an honor. Because when I grew up in New York, and we were tough, wild kids, and we saw like a kid that that time was mentally retarded, or mongoloid, we call them, or a crippled kid. Right. The lady cuts into me and she says, oh, you made fun of him. I go, lady, we never made fun of these people. We honored these people because we knew we had it tough, but that we knew they had it much tougher.
Yeah, it's interesting. Here, I want you to know, this gentleman right here, first of all, you are on target. A lot of people get on stage and they got egos that are too big, and then when they get off stage, they're not a real person, you know?
Right.
And you say, who is this person now? And that's one reason why we've been friends for a while, and my wife loves you, and this guy makes people laugh like you've never seen before. You do have a gift. And when we come back, I want to talk about Calvin Klein. I want to talk about your business, and also some shopping that you like to do with your wife, right? And when we come back with Bobby Collins, we're going to talk a lot about also how to laugh and learn and make sure stress alleviates when we laugh. Right after this. We'll be right back.